Hi, I'm Matt Hatton from Transformer Insights. We're here at the Things Conference in Amsterdam talking about IoT and all things LoRaWAN. Joining me is Stefano from Arduino. Stefano, welcome. Everybody knows Arduino, right? Or particularly everybody in this technology space. Almost everyone has got one of your dev kits. It's probably sitting in a kitchen drawer if you're anything like me. What are you doing here?
So I'm glad you say that, because I'm a fan as well in my personal applications. But after basically fueling the maker movement and getting into schools, today everyone is learning, thanks to Arduino, to use electronics and advanced technologies. We're now investing hugely for industries, and we're not the only one thinking we can succeed there, because think about all of the Gen Z and millennials that learned with Arduino. They're now getting into industry, they're becoming the decision makers. So when they have a problem, immediately pops to their mind that they can use our development environment and our products. So now we are offering them professionally oriented solutions like industrial grade products. For example, they're all capable to tolerate from -40 to +85 degrees Celsius. And they're ideal to do complex edge applications, run complex AI algorithm and machine learning on the edge. Plus, we always have our connectivity features. By the way, we're not the only one, as I was saying, thinking of agreeing with our mission and possibilities in the industry, in the B2B scenario. As a matter of fact, a few months ago, we received a $33 million funding from Bosch Venture Capital, Renesas, ARM, and Anzu Partners. And they truly believe we should increase our pro offerings as well as our cloud offerings, which is also a great offering we have that allows people to control remotely their applications and actually actuate them while monitoring them. You can program them remotely. And with one of our recently released products, the most powerful we have ever done, it's a Linux-based device plus Arduino, so two products in one. You can keep it maintained from remote. You got a Yocto Linux distribution that can be updated over the air securely because we provide the crypto chips. So security is always a priority for us, especially when it comes to B2B offerings.
Okay, there's quite a lot to unpack in there, but let me ask a few questions about it. Effectively, you've got a lot of brand equity in the developer community, and so you're more or less wanting to take that experience and the understanding and the trust of that Arduino brand and turn it into a more commercial and industrialized type usage. Yeah. Is that the right way of thinking about it?
Yeah, you're totally right. We are still keeping the same user experience. The hardware now is robust, is very reliable for industrial grade application. It can tolerate a certain range of vibration, temperature peaks, etc. But yes, we are keeping the DNA. You can still use the good old IDE. By the way, we released a few days ago the IDE 2.0. After some period of beta testing, it's finally there. It's great. You should try it. I'm sure you will love it.
Absolutely. For those who aren't familiar, the IED?
It would be the programming development, the software you use to put the code inside our products, basically, our hardware.
Okay. And this is all, the idea here is that you produce the full product, full solution aimed at a particular IoT applications, or you're looking at more producing modules or just hardware that goes into the IoT solutions? And are other people building on top of Arduino? How is it working with you and the rest of the ecosystem?
So we're manufacturing system on modules as well as sensor nodes. We do a lot of things to enable professionals, also at the SMEs level, not only big corporations, to access these complex technologies. For example, we just released, because we want to be end-to-end, some LoRa gateways as well. We have an indoor version and an outdoor version. We did them in partnership with Rack Wireless. The indoor version supports up to 8 LoRa channels, the outdoor 16 LoRa channels. And if you combine that, so from the gateway perspective, with the entry-level solution, for example, which is the MKR 11310, it's a €35 board that allows you to stream your data to the LoRa network, but also we can combine a Portenta H7, which is a very powerful dual-core system on module, can be combined with a Portenta Vision Shield, and that gives you LoRa connectivity. Let me explain a little bit what I mean by combining. So the Portenta family features those high density 80-pin connectors that allows you to connect the device literally physically as if they were Lego bricks, basically. No need for soldering, right? This allows you to have very compact size applications that are also very fast and reliable.
And are you seeing this really mostly aimed at still the developer community, or is this actually going to be productized? And how do you make that jump? Because that's a challenge that we've seen for a few other organizations. Samsung had its offering in the space. I forget the name of it, but they had a sort of a developer kit. No, fair enough. And their thinking was, well, then we can translate that into actually selling more full solutions, more actual large-scale deployments. So are you seeing this as being more on the dev side of things, or more on the tens of millions, hundreds of millions of connected devices using Arduino hardware?
So that's a very good question, and it is our mission, the one that also the funding partners that we were mentioning before believe in. We're going to mass production. Of course, we know prototyping and development is our thing. We're very appreciated, but if you see some of the latest product we released, for example, the Nikla family, they have the castellated pins. So what does it mean? That you can solder it directly on your end application. For example, you could automatize your process with pick and place and some Industry 4.0 processes. So the real challenge for us is getting there. We have all the ecosystem to allow final customer to do that, and to do that, since we cover worldwide, we're building a system integrator network. So we currently have a program called the System Integrators Partnership Program that companies can join. We will evaluate if they have the appropriate skill at different levels to support us in our business worldwide.
Okay, fascinating stuff. And who should people contact if they want to know about joining that Systems Integrated program? Is that you?
Well, everything is available on our website. Of course, they contact me, but the best thing will be to go to arduino.cc/pro. In there is a partnership section talking about the System Integrator Partnership Program, and you can directly apply there and learn everything about it.
Okay, good stuff. What have you seen at the show that's been interesting for you? Is this your first time at this show? Because obviously Arduino may be not one of the older players in the LoRaWAN space, so relatively new here. What have you seen that's interesting, or what have you liked about the show?
So unfortunately, I didn't have the chance to visit the show yet very much, but of course, talking with Winke, our friends at Edge Impulse like Jan, and I see a lot of things going on, and I like that most of the people visiting us, even from the other exhibitors, are surprised and ask me the same question you did. What are you doing here? I mean, is that the same Arduino? Yes, we are, and we are excited to be here. I think we already attended this exhibition even before I joined the company. And I really believe it's a great exhibition, and we learn a lot from here. So see you next year for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I think there's a good overlap probably between the kind of people who love LoRa and the kind of people who love Arduino, right? You finding that there's a lot of acceptance of Arduino by people who might be developing for LoRaWAN? I assume there is.
Definitely. Most of them, as you said, already have their own application and want to power up with LoRa, and they already know our offering. A few of them actually are well prepared on the latest product, like the LoRa Gateway. They are 1 month old. So we're growing so fast. In the last 2 years, we launched basically 13 products out of 15 we have. So we need to give them the time to know it all, and we're here for that. So I'm getting excited about it. Go ahead.
Fantastic. One of your colleagues is speaking at the event here. What's he going to be talking about?
So Sebastian, my colleague, is holding a workshop now at 1 p.m. in 15 minutes. He's going to talk about a LoRa powered insect trap, because it's pretty cool to analyze the amount of insects that are destroying some kind of cultivation. It happens a lot in Italy, in Switzerland, in France. So many people are doing statistical analysis to react quickly. Think about putting all of these traps spread it over a territory. You can collect statistical data, understand where the pandemic is arriving, and react quickly with the appropriate chemicals, maybe preventing agricultural people to lose a lot of money and the yields for the year.
Oh, fantastic. So that's on in about 50 minutes, a little short of an hour. Should be a fascinating section. So Stefano, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Arduino. We all love Arduino, don't we? So we'll be back in about 5 minutes when I'll be talking to Christian Ulrich from Techtelic.